Hello boys and girls, it's Nick here from the Spartan Trader Academy, and we are going to do our weekly Forex forecast or outlook or whatever. Before I start, because I receive a lot of emails for upcoming workshop, which actually starts tomorrow, let me explain something, okay? Some people said, hey, I missed it, can I get the recordings and everything? We didn't even start. The workshop starts tomorrow. Okay, so there must be something wrong with the dates, or some people just got it wrong. We start tomorrow, February the 10th, and it's a 3 days workshop. Okay, so yes, everything is recorded, but of course we cannot send out any recordings if we haven't started yet. So again, if you want to join, there is a link below this video here, and I can also give you quickly the outline, because I receive a lot of emails, people asking me what exactly are we going to do, is it the same, is it a follow-up? So let me just take a minute, it will just take a minute, okay, to go over everything. So it says, sorry for any mistakes here, I just did it quickly for you. It's our low risk high performance trading workshop, first day, very important technical stuff, doing what the big guys do. That means what the big traders, the fund managers do, actually how they trade, the top-down approach. And we did that already in the 5-minute fund manager workshop, right? But now we will do a recap, and when we are ready with that, part 2, same day, we are going to look for major support, resistance, breaks, bounces, everything we need to do, and then also look for trading setups on higher time frames, because we need that filter. Actually, even if we don't want to trade on higher time frames, we want to trade in lower time frames, we need to do that to do it right. If we do it wrong, if we start wrong, it won't work. Yeah, nothing will work. So day 2, catching these big moves that actually happen on the weekly and daily charts, but using lower time frames. I will explain exactly how it's done. We do it on live examples, on charts, and we do that not only in trending market, but I will also explain how to trade like this in ranging markets. This is most important, right? And last day, after we have done our Q&As and explained everything in a recap, we the headline is being a professional financial market trader. What I mean by that is that if you have a system and know how to make the profits already, everything we discuss in day 1 or 2, it doesn't mean anything if you don't have your confidence. Yeah, if you are focused when you trade, if you continue having your passion for trading, so you need to grow the account, you need to protect the investment, you need to split the money you have between brokers and in your banks. You have to invest in different things, you have to trade with leverage, without, and that's what we are going to explain. And also, of course, the importance of your trading plan. This is what we do in day 3, so we can practically apply everything that we have learned in day 1 and 2. Okay, so I hope that answers a lot of questions you had. And now let's go to our weekly analysis. As I said, there's a link below if you want to join. We start tomorrow 5 p.m. London time. Okay, there we go. Like always with the euro US dollar, we still have, of course, a downtrend. It's going down forever. And lately, if you check your daily chart, you'll see that the price, yes, it retraced, spiked a little bit. It didn't even reach our 36, our usual resistance. We have some resistance now here, a previous low from January, and the price is stuck between support and resistance. So it looks like a retracement on the daily chart, and on the 4-hourly you can see we have a small range. We have double tops, we have multiple bottoms, and right now the price again is spiking on support, trying to move a little bit up again. As long as the price is between here and here, we are not looking for any trades if we are into swing trading. All the other traders that also do day trading, which I wouldn't recommend if you are new, you look for bounces close to support and resistance to trade between this range. Okay, Cut CHF. We use now all these CHF pairs because of our big crash. You can see price retrace, but for many days it's ranging. So this is very important that you watch very, very closely there. You can see what happened. Price is spiking and it looks like it's ranging in this area. Again, if you go to a lower time frame like the 4-hourly chart or even down to the 1-hourly chart, you will see, yes, price is trying to retrace. But lately, look at the 1-hourly chart, it cannot really, it does move lower and it's still creating higher lows, which is great for bounce trading. But on the other hand, it's not really going up. So we have kind of a wedge on this 1-hourly chart. We need the price to get out of there, break down to give us setups for shorts so we can trade in the direction of that main short trend or a bigger retracement if it breaks this area. Okay, but again, do your top down approach. If it goes up, 36 EMA is your resistance. That now you can do actually in all those pairs. USD CHF, same story. Now a break off here would be great if you could catch it on lower time frame entries, trying to target the lows again, right? USD Canadian dollar is still moving up, so I have to delete all the lines that I had here. It's still moving up. It is retracing, of course. And as you can see, we have spikes on the low. So it does not mean that it has to actually go really down there. We would like to see it moving lower if we trade the retracements. But you know what? If the price does not want to right now, this is your support. Closer in this one later on, the 36, of course, in combination with this line. Ideally, would be great if it could reach this area and then bounce. But for now, we still check all these areas. We have a range on most pairs because we have really powerful trends, and after those trends, the price does not immediately retrace and change a trend, right? It's starting to range a little bit, playing on support and resistance, and then either continue the main trend. So we have to make sure we are watching closely, or it will break and retrace more. So we trade against the main trend, lower risk to make something on the way down. Now, if you're already long, and we have some traders that have powerful swing trades and position trades running since here, so they're already hedged up. So, but that's not for today. Now, if you don't know how to hedge, forget it. Just trade with the main direction. Right now you don't have any direction. The main trend is up and the price is stuck between support and resistance. So you need to wait for clean bounce on support, a break of this area, and then you can look for longs. If it goes down, you have to wait for bounces here or breaks. Yeah, so watch closely. Cable, we want to see this bigger retracement at some point. We have a lot of support. Price did not yet reach those lows, so this white candle was a good sign. It retraced like 200-300 points, but it could still just move down, spike in this area, and then go back up, right? So you watch closely. It's exactly at the 36, exactly our trend line. So that's why it bounced and you have those spikes, right? All these aggressive bounce traders and scalpers in this areas are probably happy. Everybody else has to wait. And if you bounce traded this that far down here, make sure you have your stop at the right place according to the rules, and don't risk too much, yeah, because it is moving down forever and you never know, it could at some point just retrace, break, and then we look for longs against the main trend anyway, yeah. So watch out. Daily chart, we have this potential setups that we're waiting for days and days already. Didn't happen yet, so nothing changes here. We still want to see that before we get rid of our shorts. If it moves lower, great. Then if it's bouncing here, you can look for new shorts, or you keep your existing shorts and follow the main trend. Now, Euro Yen, as we said, it's an uptrend, but because we have a lower point on the chart, we don't have a real direction anymore. So we have to switch down to the lower time frames. we used this break right on the daily chart. Right now it looked like a big retracement, but when you see these candles, all these spikes all over the place, this is not good, right? It means that we have a range, so the only thing you can do, and if that your plan allows it, your trading plan, then you can start trading the ranges there, right? After that break here, you can even start, this is your horizontal support line. Right now you don't have any trend lines. Yeah, this previous resistance is also acting as support here. So it does not have any directions really. Wait for the breaks. Okay, everybody. Gold still going down. Now we had this big bounce. We said yes, it could also be a 1, 2, 3 moving up, but remember the higher time frames are always in charge. So when the 36 EMA on that weekly chart also creating this huge 1, 2, 3 on this time frame tells you that you might see, you know, something else like the main trend movement down, or you can draw that line from here, it doesn't matter. You can of course focus on the main trend and being short, but we don't ignore that support that comes from the daily charts, and all these bounce short traders created already, like even if you have a big stop of like 500 points, this moved down already 1,400 or 1,600 points, which means you're in a win-win scenario anyway. So the 36 EMA and this daily 1 to 3 meant that we might see also a bounce and price moving higher. But remember, higher time frames are in charge. The daily yes had 3 touches here in this area. Price moved up a little bit, about like 800 points, but in the end came down. It also found resistance not only on a trend line on the 36, but also on the 200 EMA on this daily chart. So all this these combinations are very, very powerful. Try to focus on the main trend. Now this line is the most important one. We need to see the price actually breaking that to stay in with the remaining lots. If it doesn't break, it moves back up, then of course you can start looking for setups if it's also breaking the 200 and that line. Same, sorry, that was silver, huh? All the time, not gold, sorry. It doesn't matter. With gold, it's the same story. We had the touches here. There we go. Bounces, good stops, targets are good, price move down a lot. This will be your next support line, and in case it doesn't reach this line and it moves back up, you can look for long setups after it's breaking that line. All the short bounce really stay in, because if that really wants to go down, the weekly will be your filter and you could make thousands and thousands of points there. Let me see what else we have. USD yen. That's the same story, still ranging. We have that line here. Price is bouncing in this area, so you see what happened there. It looks like a breakout, but it could be a false break, so forget all the previous lines. Horizontal support, resistance. So if it stays over here, great. If it comes back into this area, you trade the range, please. Yeah. Now we don't have to do all these pairs. Some are not moving anyway. But GP, JPY again, what you want to make sure is that you trade with the main direction. So we have a bounce again on the weekly. Price moved up 500 pips. And it looks like it's pushing towards this line. If you're not already in, there's a bounce here. This the first didn't work. Another one later on. And you are in since or after that break. Don't look for new setups now on these higher time frames. Only on lower time frames in this area when the market will open, like in about 6-7 hours. Maybe you get a spike. Lower time frame entries, 5-minute or 1 hourly charts to target this line. Okay. Now another pair here. Euro CHF again. we had already a retracement after this big 1 to 3, again a CHF pair, and this is getting weird. We really need volatility now, a clean setup below here, yeah, for new shorts. This doesn't look like anything right now, so we need a new setup below this area to look for shorts. GBP Australian dollar, again weekly, like we said already last time, it bounced there, it's still moving up. It is trying now to retrace on the daily chart, our first red candle here, and some of you took those bounce trades down here, which was very, very good. But now you have to check on lower time frames, 4-hourly charts. As long as this is holding, okay, yeah, if you see it's going up Sunday night, Monday morning, great. If it's not, if it's breaking, you have to get rid of the longs, hedge it up, or look for shorts to trade against the main trend, and you would target long term, first of all, this area, previous highs in extension, your line down here. Okay, so that was it for today. Hope it helped. I'll catch up with you tomorrow anyway, and hopefully soon in the live room again. Bye for now, guys.